Hey kids, it's Dad. It is Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. Sorry, a little out of breath. We're just out in the barn here at Bravo Zulu, doing some weightlifting. Kicked my own butt. Rocking some Christian music, jamming out, hitting the weights. Felt good. So I want to talk to you guys about something today. Today's a special day. Today's my birthday. December 17th. You guys might be saying, I thought Dad's birthday was in July. Yeah, I was born. Grandma Tracy born me in July 1981. But today I'm 1 year old. 1 year ago today, December 17th, 2024, I was a week away from being homeless. 2 weeks. 2 weeks away from being homeless. Didn't know where I was going to go. I knew I couldn't afford my apartment anymore. Child support had started kicking in after the divorce trial. And didn't know how I was going to make my rent. How I was going to pay rent for the apartment. And Drew had just come to town. We did jujitsu that night down at the gym. And after jujitsu, I told myself, all right, I'm going out with Drew for dinner afterwards. I can have 1 beer. And I drank 2 beers with dinner. And as I'm driving home, I was thinking to myself, this always happens. I tell myself I can have 1 beer, I end up having 2. I tell myself I can have 3 beers, I have 6. I tell myself I can have 5 beers, I have 10. I can't stop at the number I tell myself. I have no discipline. I have no control. And when I got home, I called a guy named Tim Murray. Technically, I contacted his website, Bravo Zulu House. It's just a website back in December of last year. Because I was curious about maybe Bravo Zulu House heard something about a house for veterans. And Tim called me back that night and he said, no, we're not open yet. We're not open until this coming spring. And but what's your relationship like with alcohol, Ryan? And I said, man, I've been trying to quit drinking for a year. I started drinking after this divorce, missing my kids. It was a way to numb the pain. And I've been trying to quit through the VA, program at the VA. And I still drink every day. Can't stop. It's the only way I can keep from crying. It's the only way I can go to sleep. And he said, well, Ryan, there's a meeting I want you to come to in the morning. And that morning was December 17th, 2024. I joined this men's support group that I've been doing. I've been doing it every morning since. And I've not had a drink of alcohol. Not had a drop. Not had a beer. Not had any, what you guys call mommy juice, since December 16th of 2024. Tell you what, guys, in this past year, it has been life-changing. I was 2 weeks away from homelessness. Going to be sleeping in my truck in December, the end of December. Then the miracles started happening. I made it through a day without drinking. I went to the meeting a second day. Made it through that day. And then they have these things called steps. Steps. It's kind of like a checklist of things you have to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, all 12 things. And they take some time, and they're hard. You have to get very honest with yourself. You have to get very humble. Realize that you are not God. That there is a God, and it's not me. Then you have to write down, make a list of all the things that you've done in your life that you're maybe not so proud of. Mistakes you made, regrets you might have, thing we call resentments, things you may be angry with, hurt by. Then you got to talk about those things with somebody else. That's hard. I had to talk to my sponsor for that step. It's called step 5. I had to talk to my sponsor. He's a retired Army Ranger, amazing guy. I hope I can introduce you to him someday. I had to tell him all these things I'd never told anybody. Then you got to get right with God. Pray for God to help get rid of those defects. You can be of greater service to Him. Then you got to make a list of all the people you've hurt or harmed because of your drinking or otherwise. And then you have to actually talk to those people. You have to go to them and tell them, hey, in 1997, I did this thing and it was really mean. And I was being selfish and inconsiderate, and it probably hurt you. And I'm sorry. And if there's anything I can do to make it right, please tell me. So I do that for some people. That was difficult. I still have to do that with your mom over some things, but that'll have to come later. That can't happen right now. We're not able to talk right now, but that'll come at some point. Then you have to start hitting your knees and praying and building a relationship with God. And then finally, you have to start helping other people. So if you look back at this past year, you can almost see as I was working through those stages. It was late winter, January, February. Around February, I started making my amends. I started telling people I was sorry. I started talking to Grandpa Kevin again as a result of that. We'd gone a long time. We didn't talk very much. I don't know if you guys knew that, but me and Grandpa Kevin did not speak very much. But we're now talking again routinely. Thank you to this process, these 12 steps. This summer I was going to silent retreats. Went to a 4-day silent retreat where we couldn't have phones, couldn't talk. Just prayed, meditated all day for 4 days. That's where I ran into that deer, had that miracle about you, Fiona. Praying to the Virgin Mary, and a deer walked out of the woods, walked right up to me. And then the priest at the retreat, first thing he read was Psalms 42 about a deer. And your name, Fiona, being nicknamed Fia, Irish for deer. Not a coincidence. It was God nodding to me saying, I got you, Ryan. I hear you. So then ultimately, coming down to Bravo Zulu House, that's helping others, working with others, helping other guys learn how to find God, get sober, and really remove the obstacles in their way. We are our own worst enemies in our heads. We can torment ourselves, beat ourselves up so badly that we feel like we need to drink alcohol to escape that negative self-talk. And once we get that out of the way, once we get out of our own way and just realize that God is there for us, and then we just allow Him to work through us. Man, amazing things have happened. This past year, guys, I've gotten to see you finally. It had been, by the time I saw you, it had been about 2 years. That wouldn't have happened if I hadn't stopped drinking. I've gotten the opportunity to come down here and work with some amazing young men at Bravo Zulu House. Tell you, getting to see some of these guys recover, it's one of the greatest gifts ever. Absolute privilege to be a part of it. I've had money literally fall out of the sky when I needed it to be able to pay to come see you guys for reunification therapy. All these blessings do not happen when we are in our own way. When we're drinking alcohol to numb our feelings, it breaks our conscious contact. It blocks that pathway to God. I believe that. That's what I've experienced. I've lived that this past year. So today, it's my 1-year birthday. I was born again 1 year ago today. And I just hope if you guys take anything away from this video, this little message, this journal, if you are ever in a place where you're hurting, you're in emotional pain, and you don't know how to get out, and it seems like the whole world's going wrong, and you're sad, lonely, depressed, reach out to me. I've been through it. I've been through hell and back for the past 2 years, a little over 2 years. And I can honestly say I'm living my best life right now. Can't wait to see you guys on the 19th. Give you guys your Christmas presents, some hugs, some kisses. Oh, Kev, I want to point out, I've been drawing going to show you my sketchbook, sketch pad, dad homework. I missed one day. I missed yesterday, but I've got from the 11th all the way through this morning, the 17th. Hope you remember your homework, Cav. Bring back your dad's son journal. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you Friday. Cheers.